super. She has currently no air supers. Her juice is all on the ground from rushdowns and side changes, so she can go high-low very quickly. She can go side to side very quickly and sort of change her rhythm. She also has a full screen unblockable grab, but Hooligan, you might think, oh, well, that could be like the Hooligan. You're just reaching. So this move is far better than the Hooligan ever was. It's actually really dangerous, and it's especially dangerous because it works. She goes into the same stance that she goes into to hop behind you or hop above. So when she goes into the throw mode, you're not sure what you're going to get, which causes most people to freeze up for just a half second, and that's when you get grabbed. And then from the grab, she can actually go into almost any of her combos. So it's a really it's not just a grab that does damage, it's a grab that leads to a big combo as well. I actually had never thought of her being like Cammy, and I'm thinking about it now, and it's just, no.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Why are you here when you should be out there beating up Power Rangers? I don't understand.
Beating up Power Rangers.
What is that reference?
I don't know. I mean, I do hate the Power Rangers.
Are you supposed to be...
And I oppose cosplayers dressed as them, but it's the Dragon Ball kids you got to look out for, or Naruto kids, actually. It's.
Well, I mean, are you supposed to be Rita or Lord Zed or one of them?
Maybe.
I don't get the reference.
I don't know. Maybe I'm being out nerded. Let's move on. I don't want to be out nerded.
Do all the characters have level 3s?
Not right now. Currently, let's think. Almost everybody has 3 supers, but like Spider-Man right now has 3 level 1s rather than a level 3. But, you know, I mean, level 3s in Marvel 2, people had them, but they tended to be more cinematic than they were effective in gameplay. So right now, it's a lot of fun to see level 3s, but whether you actually end up using those in the game is TBD. So right now, X-23 actually has a ridiculously good level 3. It's overpowered right now, I'd say, but we'll see about that. It's it turns her invisible, which is like, whatever. Invisibility possibly it's usually overrated in fighting games.
Yeah.
But the invisibility is not the part that matters, because it's still brutal even if you were totally visible the whole time. It's a totally unblockable grab. All she has to do is hit the air combo attack button, and it's got a pretty decent range, and it goes into an unblockable grab that does about 40%, and you can combo off that as well. But so you can send people into what's called flying screen back towards the ground. So I do all sorts of resets right now where you let a character out of X-23 combo after a few reps, and then put them in a position where they're going to have to fall down into a relatively specific spot, charge up her or fire off her level 3 while you're on the ground, so they're still in the air, and then you just jump up and grab them out of the air. It's basically unavoidable and is a really brutal technique right now. So that's another reason I like X-23, because everyone gets super angry. They're like, what do I do? I'm like, as far as I can tell, there's nothing you can do.
You just have to take it.
You're doomed. Yeah. So some level 3s are going to be great. Other ones are just sort of irrelevant, but or sort of a style thing. They help the game look as good as it should, which is a good thing right now.
You hiding a secret character in revealing your beard.
I don't know if this beard. I think this beard is too patchy to possibly contain a secret. It would have to be a Servbot size secret character, at best.
Why do you have to watch out for Naruto kids?
I don't know. That was somebody from the stream. Oh well. Why? Oh no, I did say that. I don't know. Cons like this, they're rife with the Naruto ninjas. I don't know. Those kids make me. I just have like I'm afraid, frankly, of Naruto kids. So. Not deadly afraid, but
I don't know if you've heard of this yet, but I guess people are talking about Thor's and possible balance issues. Have you heard anything about that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, balance issues always strike me as a little strange from people that have mostly not been able to play, and certainly not been able to play for more than a few matches.
Yeah.
Much less see how he works with assists and things like that.
So, well, yeah, where is that question coming from? Whoever asked that, like, why do you say that?
Well, typically, I'll speak up for them on their behalf. Typically, you're slower. Thor does have a lot of movement options that people haven't really experimented with. So I can't remember what it's actually called in the game now, but basically, he can sort of fly around with his hammer. Those moves are extremely high priority, and they do a ton of damage. So. Thor not only works great as an assist, he's got one of my favorite assists right now, the Mighty Smash.
That's what it is.
Thor is kind of slow, and MB3 push block is harsh. Yes, the MB3 push block is harsh. Thor can actually fly and does have an 8-way air dash, but he is a little bit slow. But that's why you have to get in there with Thor as an assist or Thor as a point character using an assist. So that's really, he needs some of that to get in or stick to the air. where he can fly around with some of his hammer techniques in the air, which both lead to combos and are also really hard hitting in themselves. So Thor is definitely sort of the Hulk kind of character, or well, I use Hulk in the general term, not the Marvel Hulk. But yeah, he's a hulking, slow, relatively kind of character. So yeah, he has to pick his shots and try and get in. Marvel tends to favor faster characters. They're easier to control and create opportunities with. But Hulk definitely has some. He makes up for it in damage, and his movement options I haven't seen anybody explore whatsoever at all outside of the dev team.
There you go. Someone wanted me to ask you about the updated models of the game. It looks like they've been updated a little bit. They said that Trish looks to have sharper features.
Yeah, so I mean, you've noticed some of the models from the earlier builds. Dante and Deadpool look pretty good right from the start, but some of the other ones were a little rougher around the edges. Not even rough; they were just sort of less defined. So that is something that we've been going through. We're at pains to try and show you guys games early. It's something Jovith and I and everybody pushes for because we think they're fun and interesting, and we want to know what's working or what's not about all the games. Hey, there's Trish's level 3. I don't know if people have seen that before either.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, her sword is all over the place. What were we talking about?
Showing games off earlier.
Oh, right, yeah. So the models have definitely been improving slowly over time, and they're starting to look get pretty close to their final forms in some of the videos you're seeing now, at least for the older characters. Some of the newer characters are still a few builds behind in terms of what we're able to show off right now versus the way they look on our dev builds. But yeah, we're getting near the end, and so hopefully I'm happy to hear that people have been noticing that the models have been looking better because you're right, they've been getting some additional features. A lot of times it's more shading, things like that.
Cool.
I'm going to enjoy more of my delicious Monster Nitrous Energy beverage.
Has Morgan's chest indeed been enhanced? I can't confirm, but I don't know if Seth can.
Well, we had a little bit of we had a slight run-in with the ESRB.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they've been watching our ladies very carefully. I don't know if they have any exact specs on what is and what is not allowed. I think it's sort of a gut call.
They were reacting to the same thing I was reacting to, Trish getting her glasses out.
Yes, she keeps her glasses there. That's where I keep my glasses. I don't know where. Yeah.
No, me too. Yeah, totally.
That's where I keep my shades are there right now.
That's where I keep my 360 pad.
I don't have that much cleavage, I'm happy to say. But I think our ladies are robust.
As they tend to be. I mean.
Yes.
That's how they are.
Trish has a definite sort of sensual side to her. Morgan part of her job is to seduce.
She is a succubus.
Succubus,
right?
indeed. Yeah. Felicia, I don't know what her deal is. She just seems a little promiscuous, maybe, or she likes to dress in a free and open manner.
Those furries, you know how they can be.
Chun-Li, always tasteful. And we may have some more ladies coming your way. You can tell us what you think of those as well.
Amaterasu has... No, don't say that.
She's totally nude.
She's completely
all
naked.
Nude again.
I wonder what the ESRB thinks about that.
I know. We haven't gotten any... Well, we should be quiet because I don't want to get in trouble on that one.
Make her wear pants.
Wolf got us in pants.
Let's see. What else do you guys have? No, we're not going to talk about that. I know what they're... No, we're going to skip that one.
Will there be character taunts? Yes, there actually are. There's, I think every character in the build we're showing off now has taunts.
Oh, look, it's Setsuba-san.
The giant head of doom. Yeah, we're powering up here to get ready to go down to the
yeah,
the
you
panel.
gotta get going, don't you?
Yeah, we'll be taking off here before too long, but hey, Mr. Brady, how are you? We're chatting with the internet right now, so yeah. No, we're streaming some of the video game right now, and then also just a little picture-in-picture of our beautiful, beautiful faces. Where were we going with character taunts? Yeah, the character taunts are all in there. Some of them are actually quite crazy, but again, a lot of them are on point. But people just aren't really hitting them just because they're it's done with select button, which is off the face of the controller. And most of the people who are getting a chance to play Marvel vs. Capcom want to try something else. So, I mean, with the lines here right now...
they're pretty crazy.
Yeah, getting someone to to ask to hold on a second while I press taunt. They're mostly not going for that. So that's all that is. Yeah, there are taunts for every character.
Let's go. Let Trish have Guile's sunglasses taunt. It's a pretty cool idea.
Wesker's got similar sunglasses taunt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They seem to think we're to help that sense, despite the fact that there are several signs.
I know. We like to be free and open.
Oh, let's see. Demo. Nitsuo-san answered this already. He said we haven't really talked about that yet.
Whether there'll be a demo or not. Yeah. That's. You heard from Nitsuma. People should look around the internet today because all I should say is basically we had some press come into the office last week right before I left for New York, and we did some character demos which people might have seen, but more than that, we really got to cut loose for the first time with some real combos. So I know for 1UP we did a combo video which really shows some of the power of the characters. So go check out 1UP and take a look at that. We'll try and get some of that stuff on Capcom-Unity as well, just to round it all up. Games Radar did some things where I do a little bit of talking while the action's going down. But yeah, basically you've seen in some of the GameSpot footage, we got to cut loose a little bit on the characters with doing their full combo. So I don't like to show everything I found, not only because it might not work in the final build, but also you want to leave things to the imagination, as well as making sure people aren't, this character's totally broken because you've only shown one character's potential, while every character in the game has similar kinds of potential. But that stuff is